Okay, thank you very much. And my name is Olga Mashkina, and I am from Action, France, and I'm a coordinator of the EU4Occean Coalition. For me, it's just like for other speakers, it's a great honor and pleasure to join you today at this very amazing event. And I recall that last time I actually was in person in Palermo, joining the westMED event, and it's a pleasure to see some of the people I know, some new faces. My intervention today is about the ocean literacy, and I'm really happy to say that we heard already this word earlier today from other speakers, and it's it shows that it is a really cross-cutting issue. You can move to the next slide, because maybe before starting with my conclusions, I want to still say a few words about the ocean literacy and why it's important. We are talking about many different things today, and in fact, ocean literacy is something that we already indirectly talked about. It's known by different names. It is awareness, it's engagement, it's outreach, it's communicating science, communicating research to different audiences. And in fact, what we understand under it, it's understanding of ocean influence on us and our influence on the ocean. And most important part here is that it's not only the passive knowledge that we talk about, but it's have a very proactive and empowering component. So when we know about the situation and there is a problem, we change our behavior, we change our practices, and we make responsible decisions that can help to protect the oceans. You can move to the next slide, please. So this term is not new, but in the last few years it's gained attention and becomes almost like a buzzword. You hear it in many projects, in many audiences, in many conferences. And it's because the importance of bringing the ocean to everyone's mind, attitude, and decisions and actions has been recognized as a key to achieve a resilient blue ocean from the local and international scales. And because of this, in fact, a few years ago, European Commission and DG Mare in particular has launched the EU4Occean Coalition, which is a ground movement of different members who are uniting the voices of all Europeans to protect the ocean. Can you please move to the next slide? Because the next slide, you see that even though the coalition is still very young, it's about a year, we have collected quite a few members across Europe. Coalition has three main communities. It's the platform, which unites the experts who, like yourself, work across different disciplines in the marine policy, marine research, marine related issues. We now have 122 members, and I'm happy to say that we have 37 members from the MED. Well, this group works across three working themes. It's climate and the ocean, food from the ocean, and healthy and clean ocean. The two other communities maybe less present today. They are uniting the youth, European youth, which is passionate about the ocean. So it's EU4Occean Forum, which now has about 100, almost 200 young people. And we have we have already done about 70 activities around the Med Sea. The third community is the network of European Blue Schools, which is another very exciting and very important movement and community of the coalition, where the schools can implement the projects and together with the communities, with the local partners, and bring the issues of the ocean into the local community with the children and other citizens involved. And I'm happy to say that out of 38 schools, 10 schools are from the Med. If you can move to the next slide. To sum up that the coalition is doing a lot of different things. And one of things that I want to say that I heard a lot today was said about the partnerships, connecting people, connecting different streams, connecting different partners that could collaborate and work together. So coalition does that, and we work across all sea basins. So we have carried out 4 sea basin events, one in the Atlantic Ocean and North Sea, one in the Baltic. The Black Sea event just finished last week. And the one I want to bring your attention to is, of course, the Mediterranean one. It's Let's Make the Mediterranean Blue. It took place a month ago, at 24th to 27th of September. I think maybe quite a few of you have possibly participated in it. I know that some of you had. And we had amazing 4 days when we brought together these very different stakeholders. We started with a high-level event in Malta Aquarium, where we had Carmen Novello talking to us. We had they celebrated the Med Coast Day. We had with different ocean literacy festival activities, over I think 30 or 40 different activities taking place in Malta, in Venice, in Croatia, in other places around Med, and also online. So we're still bound by physical presences. Our young ocean advocates had trainings and events organized, and of course we had quite a lot of attention given to schools. So there were workshops about bringing the sea to the classrooms and how to make it better, how to make it work with schools, with teachers, with higher ministries, with different networks. So, and all of this was going on while the festival was going on. So a lot of different games, quizzes, trips, very fun, amazing atmosphere. And if you move to the next slide, I say that also a part of this movement that the coalition does at the different sea basin events we do, there is a campaign that we launched a year ago, and today at the COP26, the commissioner has brought attention of the public to it again, that we need action. We talk about it. We need to move to action, that everyone can do something. And the part of our campaign is to say that every action, even the smallest one, brings change to our ocean. And the campaign is Make Euroblue. It's also at our sea basin event, we made it as a Make Med Blue. It is a time to here today to say, let's make westMED blue as a part of the Med. And this one calls for everybody. And when I hear all the projects, all the initiatives, all the actions you all have taken so far, I think we are making it blue. Maybe one call from my side is to say, you see the QR code on your screen. You can put your mobile. Maybe it reaches while you in the audience. You can see, and you can get back to directly to our webpage, where you can see what other people have done and record your action. You can move to the next slide. In fact, you can maybe skip the next slide and the next slide also, because it's the same with the QR code. You can move to the next one again. And this now I come to the part where I try to be quick also to, you can move to the next one, to share with you the conclusions from this event, because as I said, it was quite a fantastic event, bringing together all these different communities. And we have talked on different levels with the different communities, and I would like to share with you what were the main key messages and maybe some bottlenecks that we saw. Move to the next slide, please. So when we did this event, we understood that there's quite a range of ocean literacy initiatives. They cover all these different communities. They go from different scales, of course, from very local, like we saw the activities organized in Malta or in Venice, and to the fully MED activities. What was important for us, and we saw it, we were very happy to see that both European and non-EU countries were involved and participated very actively in this event. Move to the next slide. However, what we've noticed that there are all these activities, there are all these amazing things, but they're still a bit fragmented, or some of them are not connected. So it's good that these connections were made at our event, but there's still in our, what we've learned, that there's still a bit of a lack of clear understanding of who does what and when. And there's still more synergies need to be developed, because when we talk about green, we talk about blue, we talk about resilient, and I think this already came up with the other speakers today, that yes, we talk about green ports, well, do we talk about blue ones? And I think it's something that I also noticed from the COP discussions today. They're talking about maybe the new blue deal that is needed. So we need to actually think, how do we streamline and bring these different streams together into the same principles?
If you can wrap up a bit, you have. I can give
okay, you can move to the.
Yes, 1 minute.
to quite a few more slides then.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe yeah. Here the key messages from the high level, because we had the high level events and all others. From the high level, not something not new, but there is one Mediterranean, and we have responsibility in protecting it. Then ocean literacy in the Mediterranean, we do need to account for cultural diversity and build on scientific authenticity, to be driven by collective responsibility. If we move to the next one, in education, there is time for breaking the silos, and we need to build partnerships. We need to bring the local partners, companies, different projects that you have heard of today, bring them closer to the communities, to schools, so that the children can see the new different maps on the classroom walls. They could see the maps and images of the ocean. Wouldn't that be great? In the youth, yes, we need somebody already also talked about it, that it's so important. And next year we will be involving even more youth on all different levels. So we will be focusing on that, and need to really start to mobilize the youth for problem solving focus rather than in general. And other than that, I think our way forward is, yes, you have the right slide. What we came out from the event was that we would be bringing the ocean to all societal levels in the Mediterranean Sea, and complementing the formal UN map system with elected representatives from the Mediterranean Parliament of the Sea. So we had a workshop with the Forum de la Mer. We will be putting together the EU4Occean Coalition. So you're all invited to follow the website and announcements on that. The Youth4Med Forum, young people were very excited, and they want to continue working on the MED level. And there will be some further initiatives for MED scientists and research organizations under the Euroblue initiative. And,
thank you.
In any way, yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll continue.